Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get rolling with today's warm-up problem. So our 5x squared minus 7x plus 1 equals x squared plus x. So similar to what we were working with before where we had two different expressions, right? If we could say that y1 equals 5x squared minus 7x plus 1, and we could say that y2 is equal to x squared plus x. So when we have two different expressions, that's where we're able to look at this and say, okay, two expressions both set equal to y, we can say y equals y, which is going to get us right back to where we are here. This is, in red, this is y1, right? Y equals. In blue, this is y2. This is also a y equals problem. They're both set equal to y as if we were ready to graph them. Okay? So what I've said is y equals y. Would you agree that 1 equals 1, x equals x, y equals y? Okay, so what I've done is taken one piece and put it here, taken the other piece and put it here, which is our original expression. But I'm showing you how it's two expressions broken apart and now back into one. Does that make a little bit more sense? Okay. All right, so now we're back to our original expression. And what I want to do is set this expression equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract x squared from both sides, and I'm going to subtract x from both sides. When I do that, that gives me an expression here that's equal to 0. All right, now there's an imaginary 1 here, so positive 5x minus 1x, so that says 4x squared. Kind of an imaginary 1 there. Not kind of, no, it actually is an imaginary 1. 7x, negative 7x minus 1x, minus 8x, and then plus 1, equal to 0. Beautiful. They want us to solve. Find the solutions. So I think I'm going to take my next step and say, all right, factors of AC, that's B. 4 times 1 is 4, that adds to negative 8. 1 and 4, 2 and 2, that adds to a negative, so that says they all have to be negative, so that's negative 5 and negative 4. No legats, not gonna work. So with it not working at this point, let's just go and do the quadratic formula. X equals the opposite of negative 8, my b term, plus and minus the square root of negative 8 squared, minus 4 from the formula, 4 from the a term, and 1 from the c term, all over 2 times 4. All right, we'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Opposite of negative 8 should be a positive 8, plus or minus the square root of 64, minus, let's see, 4 times 4, 16 times 1 is 16. 64 minus 16, all over 8. 64 minus 16. Carry the 1, 14 minus 6 is 8. Yeah, right. Okay, so x equals 8 plus or minus the square root of 48 over 8. Of the square root of 48. We've done this 62,000 times, right? You know that that's 4 square roots of 3. So x equals 8 plus or minus 4 square roots of 3 all over 8. Now, the simplifying on this one gets a little bit weird. All right, so what I'm going to do, just to explain it a little better, is I'm going to split it into two pieces. So this says x equals 8 over 8 plus or minus 4 rad 3 over 8. Now, before you start simplifying and you say, oh, 8 over 8 is 1. Well, yeah, 8 over 8 is 1, I get that. But that's not going to fit nice and neat into our wrote that wrong. A plus or minus b square roots of c over d. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look here. 4, 8, 8, and 8 are the only things that I can simplify. Of 4 and a whole bunch of 8s, what's my greatest common factor? The GCF in this is going to be 4, right? And that's the only GCF we can use in all of those because they all have to simplify the same way. So 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 2 times, 4 goes into 8 2 times, and into 8 2 times. So this says x equals 2 over 2 plus or minus 1 square root of 3 over 2. All right, now this is where we pull everything back together and we say x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 3 all over 2. That matches the format, so we can say that a equals 2, b is 1, c is 3, and d is 2. I understand. There are people who are going to say, well, wait a second. Hey, old man, I put the equal sign in the wrong place. Sorry. Back to people being upset with me. Doesn't that equal 1 plus or minus rad 3 over 2? Yes, check. Roger that, I agree. But that's not going to work when it comes time to the quiz and we have to put it into the test-taking program. So I'm going to leave it like this. And there's your A, B, C, and D in our format.